Welcome back to video 2 in our Do-It-Yourself Marriage Transformation series. This series is all about what you can do yourself to greatly increase the odds of positive marriage change, even if your spouse doesn't want to be involved. If you're looking for the first or third video in this 3-part series, here are the links. I'm assuming you're watching this video because you want a change in your marriage. Perhaps you've had sunsets on the beach, walking hand in hand, truly free and alive with the one person that made your world complete. But now it's different. The fun, playful teasing, the passionate, desperate sex, the instant bright smiles, the sense of a soul-deep spiritual connection has faded. Or maybe you've never had it that good, but you know there just has to be more. You're willing to try, but you just need to know a little bit more what to do. We started the first video explaining the world's most obvious secret about how marriage really works. We explored how you can ask the Marriage Navigator question to pinpoint specific ways you can add positive emotions to your spouse's balance of feelings for you, or identify actions and attitudes that contribute to their bad feelings for you. But what if you just don't know which side of your sugar plum's feelings your attitude and actions are landing on? I know it may sound crazy, but some of us really don't just automatically see how our words and actions affect our spouse. I spent way too many years being near clueless, but here are a few suggestions to get you clued in faster and fine-tune your marriage navigator. Try the following. Ask them. Just ask how they felt about what you did or said. Most of the time, they will tell you. The worst possibility? They just unload on you about how terrible what you did was. At least you clearly know what not to do next time. Watch them. Usually if you just carefully watch their reactions, you can tell whether what you did or said was something they felt good about or bad about. Finally, you can review the 4 deadly poisons list. Master researcher Dr. John Gottman used a different name for the 4 big marriage killers he discovered, but I call them the 4 deadly poisons: criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling. If you're doing any of those, you can be sure that you're piling it higher and deeper on the wrong side of your sweetheart's balance of feelings for you. So let's take a closer look. Criticism often sounds like a complaint, but it goes further. Complaining is telling your spouse they did something bad or hurtful, but criticism is accusing them of being something bad. For example, you were late. We are going to miss the movie. I hate it when you do that. That's a complaint. However, you are always late. You're just so lazy you can't even bother to keep track of time. That is a criticism. Contempt is anything that shows a sense of disgust for your spouse. This includes sarcasm, cynicism, eye-rolling, name-calling, sneering, mocking, and using humor to make fun of or deliberately hurt your spouse. Defensiveness is basically when you defend yourself against your partner's attack or complaint by shifting the blame to something else or someone else, often counter-accusing your spouse. For example, Rachel might say, "I've asked you 1,000,000 times to please put your clothes in the hamper so our room doesn't look like a disaster zone." Sam's response? "Well, how am I supposed to even find my clothes with all your sewing junk everywhere? It really wouldn't matter anyway. Your stuff is just such a mess." Stonewalling is essentially disengaging from an argument or ignoring any attempts at a conversation or just tuning out. An extended form of stonewalling could be called the silent treatment. You might ask, are the 4 deadly poisons truly deadly? Don't most people do them sometimes? Well, consider this. Dr. Gottman's 91% accurate predictions about divorce rely significantly on whether or not couples use the 4 deadly poisons. Just like lead poisoning, a few doses won't kill your marriage immediately, but make them a habit, and you are literally killing your spouse's positive feelings for you and your marriage. You can be quite sure that if you're currently doing any of the 4 deadly poisons, you're adding to the negative side of your spouse's balance of feelings for you. As you can see, when you aren't sure how your choices are affecting your mate, fine-tuning your marriage navigator is not too complicated. Just ask, observe, and check for the 4 deadly poisons. Now you know how to fine-tune the Marriage Navigator question to quickly guide you towards adding to the positive side of your spouse's balance of feelings for you and stop piling on the negative. But there's one crucial ingredient missing for your marriage change success. It helps generate your motivation to actually do what is needed to move your marriage dreams from fantasy to reality, from a wish to a daily experience. It is a clear, specific goal with exact action steps for reaching that goal. Remember my promise in the first video to help you create a 4-point marriage quick start action guide specifically for you? We're getting closer. To illustrate the importance of clear, specific goals and steps for reaching them, imagine the difference you would experience if you attempted 2 different college degrees using 2 different methods. In your first attempt, you decide you just want a college degree. You weren't sure which degree or what you would use it for after graduating, but you enroll just to earn something. What are the likely results when you start feeling the stress and pressure of homework deadlines piling up on top of working your full-time job? What are the chances you would stay firmly motivated, skipping evenings out with friends for a textbook and a notebook? How long would it take for you to finish your degree if you only took classes that interested you at the moment, but never consulted the degree requirements criteria or spoke with the school counselors about which classes are required for a specific degree? The answers are pretty obvious. Without a clear reason to push yourself through the extra work and no clear path to reach your uncertain goal, you are likely to find yourself easily distracted, frustrated, and feeling like giving up. Compare those results with working towards your degree using this method. First, you determined that you wanted to be a prosecuting attorney for your county. Then you researched exactly which degree would best qualify you for the job. Finally, you review the course requirements and meet with the school counselor and lay out a plan for taking the exact classes you need to earn your degree. When the same pressures start building from your double-duty life as both a student and an employee, do you think you may have more determination knowing that each assignment, each test, each semester is a stepping stone directly towards your chosen goal? Could your motivation to face another set of final exams be stronger if you slipped into an empty courtroom several times, stood exactly where the prosecutor stands, sat in his chair, walked around imagining the jury and how you would deliver a powerful and convincing closing argument? Of course it would. That is the kind of goal you need for your marriage, and exactly the kind of goal I will help you to build in our next and last video together. Also in the next video, I will walk you through the process of downloading a free action guide that I have prepared for you to help simplify the process of identifying your specific marriage goals and developing the exact top 4 steps which make up the Marriage Quick Start Action Guide. These will be the action steps you can take nearly immediately to move yourself and your marriage a giant leap closer to your dream marriage. If you found this video interesting or helpful, would you please help me share it with others? Click the share or like buttons and add your thoughts in a comment. Again, if you leave a totally awesome marriage tip, it just might end up in my next series of videos. So share your experience with others. Oh, and I'll try and make sure you get credit. Thank you very much again for watching, and may God richly bless your efforts towards a vibrant, passionate, lifetime marriage. See you in the next video.